You can spend hours doing fast, sloppy dumbbell curls, throwing heavy weights up and down, and still end up wondering why your arms look completely flat when you flex. The reason is often anatomical. This diagram breaks down the musculature of the arm, and this highlighted section right here is the bicep's long head. If you want that tall, mountain-like peak, you have to specifically isolate and target this exact muscle. When you swing weights upward using momentum, the mechanical load bypasses the long head. Your body automatically redirects that force into your shoulder and back muscles, leaving the bicep understimulated. Most guys try to fix this by adding 10 different gym machines to their routine, hitting unusual angles, or buying expensive supplements. None of that is necessary. To build a more pronounced bicep peak, you only need 2 specific exercises: your own body weight and simple items you already have sitting around your house. While equipment is secondary, the primary barrier to a peaked bicep is how precisely you target the muscle. By shifting focus from the weight you move to the way you move it, you finally force the long head to do the work. Step 1 is the strict bicep curl. You do not need dumbbells for this. Simply load up a heavy backpack with books or grab 2 large water bottles. Before we do a single rep, we have to eliminate the most common point of failure, relying on your shoulders and back to heave the weight up to your chest. Look at this split screen. On the correct side, notice the starting posture. Your elbows must remain completely locked tight against your ribs for the entire movement. If your elbows drift forward, you lose the isolation. With your elbows pinned, lift the weight upward slowly. When you reach the top of the motion, squeeze the bicep muscle as hard as you possibly can. Now comes the most important part of the movement. Do not just let the weight drop. Bring it back down using a slow, heavily controlled negative motion. That slow descent is what forces your muscle fibers to physically stretch while under tension. That specific biological stress is what triggers actual muscle growth. You want to execute 3 sets of exactly 12 reps here. By eliminating momentum and controlling that downward motion, you turn an exercise that is usually a sloppy ego lift into a precise isolation tool. The second essential movement is the underhand chin-up. This is designed to put maximum heavy tension directly onto the biceps. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can easily perform these underneath a sturdy dining room table, exactly like an Australian-style pull-up. To set this up, grab the edge of the table or the bar with your palms facing toward your body. Keep your entire torso completely straight and rigid. Pull up to the top. As the gauge shows, hold that position for 2 seconds. This ensures the bicep maintains the full load. During that pause, actively squeeze your bicep peak. Sustained tension in the red zone is the goal. The biggest mistake you can make is dropping down immediately after your chin clears the bar. Hold that top position, control the descent, and aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The underhand chin-up is traditionally used to build the back, but by manipulating the movement with a deliberate top pause, it applies the mechanical load directly onto the bicep peak. You can perform those 2 exercises with absolutely perfect form, and your arms will still stay flat if your effort stagnates. This brings us to progressive overload. This simply means you must marginally increase the physical challenge of the workout every single week. Apply this overload in 3 ways: add more weight, push for higher reps, or slow down your negative. You will know you are successfully overloading the muscle when you experience genuine physical struggle. During the final reps, your arms should be visibly shaking. Contrast that physical struggle with what most guys do, mindlessly going through the exact same motions with the exact same effort every single week. Strict form maps the precise route to the long head, but progressive overload is the necessary engine that actually forces your body to adapt and grow. There is an unsexy truth to all of this. As this chart clearly illustrates, your training only accounts for 30% of the overall work. The remaining 70% is dictated by your diet and recovery. Hard training creates microscopic damage in your muscle fibers. That 70% provides the building blocks to repair damage so the muscle grows larger. The math is straightforward. You need 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day. You do not need expensive powders or supplements to hit that target. Simple, highly effective foods like eggs, soy chunks, and paneer are cheap and get the job done perfectly. The final crucial variable is sleep. Your body requires 7 to 8 hours of rest every single night, because that deep rest state is when the actual physical rebuilding phase occurs. By executing the strict curl and the pause chin-up, eating your required protein ratio, and sleeping adequately, you give your body the environment it needs to build a more pronounced peak. Over months of consistent application, the long head will thicken and the bicep will sit higher when you flex. If this complete, no-nonsense blueprint helped you out today, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. See you in the next one.